we are late. Let's get on here now. Get the live feed up so I can actually see what's happening. Not I want to watch myself. Let me see. Get rid of that. We need to do. We're live. We're live on here. Got one live viewer. Good morning. Do you know, I've got that habit of just brushing my hair all the time because I just want to look tidy. I need a haircut. I need to sort of get. Good morning, Gareth Jones. How are you, mate? Good to see you on here. 4 live viewers. That's brilliant. That's what we want. We're going to wait a little while just so we can get a few more on at the moment because it's always good to mention the supporters of the live feed. I do apologise that we are late, and the reason that we are late is we've got a log burner in the house, and it was installed several years ago. And the reason that this is relevant to this live stream is because we had a fault, several faults with it, and they've done it, but it's when your warranty starts. Because you've got to remember is that we've had it installed and then a year later there was a problem, they changed it, and then those problems reoccurred. So the new products they put in, your warranty should start from then, not the original installation of the original product. So that was, I don't know your thoughts of that. And remember, don't forget mine to, as you join the live stream, to try and give it a like as you join. We've got 10 live viewers at the moment. That's absolutely fine. We have a lot on the replays and people see that. I'm just trying to see if I can get up. There's Gareth Jones. I can see his comments coming in there. That's why I do it. I don't have to wear my glasses and read off this screen. So there you are. We've had 1 like. Let's see if we can get 9 likes this morning. So maybe we'll be talking about that. I think we got Patrick Dwyer joining us again at 10:45. Hopefully we'll get Alison to give him a message. Maybe able to get him. I did speak to him yesterday. I hope he's remembered. Yes, Leven started watching now, streaming less than 1 minute ago. PW Landscapes. Good morning, Johnyboy. Good morning, bud. How are you? Look, it's so important that I want to know about you guys, where you're from and what you're doing. 10 live viewers. Let's get on with it. Let's mention Rob Fry says, morning, Johnyboy. Alison, package arrived this morning. Rob, if you need a bit more, mate, I'll send some more. It's no problem at all. And that's down to Alison. I promise to get things out with people here on the group, and I don't tend to do it because there's always something going on. I've got a few other things to give away, which, you know, I don't know if Alison's watching, but I'm going to see. Would you bear with me a sec while I just trundle off and get what I need to do? So I'm going to get it now. Hang on a sec. So here we are. I'm back. Please forgive me for that. A couple of things I actually want to show you. Here I am, 7 live viewers, 4 likes. Then we're going to put those to one side because I want to talk about these in a minute. Let's just put those over here. It's not about the gays, but it's all part of what we do on this channel. It's about bringing people together. So here we are. I'm going to just put these over to one side at the moment. So what we have here, I'm going to get them out of here to show you, is I have here in my possession a pair of DeWalt boots that I ordered this week for doing the daily grind, and they're from ITS. And that's the thing I want to sort of tell you. Let's have a little bit. We need to read this because it's so important. I need to put my glasses, but I probably will do, but the glasses have disappeared yet again. Where are they? They've gone. I'm going to try and read this the best way I can. So here we are. It's Saturday morning live, and we got to give a big thank you to ITS for the supporters of the Saturday morning live. I've got a list of things that I have to read out on here, not just necessarily about them, but certainly they are supporters of this group and of this community, and they want to give a few things away just to show, to say a big thank you for joining in on these live feeds. So there's a few things that I want to actually give away this morning. ITS, the tool people, real nice guys there. You can order your products basically 24 hours a day, but if you place your order before 7, you can get your products delivered to site or to your home. With over 22,000 Trustpilot reviews. I've said all this before, but it's so important to say it again. It's great to engage with a company that want to engage with us as a community. 8 live viewers. Look, hopefully, maybe we'll see what happens by the end of the live stream. Maybe we want to give a pair this. I ordered these for myself, and I've ordered them, and I'm not into steel toe caps, and I should be saying it right, but I'm not into steel toe caps. And I probably would like to give these away if anybody's interested. Let's see what we can do. Also, if there's any runners up today, and these live streams aren't about the giveaways, but it helps, doesn't it? Like, it's nice to have something to give out. There's the old ITS water bottle there we want to give away. We got a few of those that we can give away. We can get those in the packages and send them off to you. Also, we'll get one of those bottles out and put it on there. And you can actually see that. There we are. There's the old water. It's so important to make sure that you actually, Rob Fry. It's so important that you actually hydrate during the working day. It's so important. Make sure you take on the water that's required. There we are. Look at this. It's looking good. Pair of boots. We've got the water bottle. But here we have here. If this nation of ours, we just like our brews, don't we? And there's no better way by enjoying a brew when you arrive with a customer, if they make you one, that is. You can tell me stories about it. There we are, the old ITS mug there. Look at that. Look, got all those tools just to remind you when you're drinking. It's good branding, mine, isn't it? Hey, how good is your branding? And look at that. It doesn't matter for the DIY, for the home, or for trade. There's your mug there. So I want to give a few freebies away. So all you have to do is to basically head over to the ITS website to actually see if you can get these. And hopefully we're going to re-look at some of the engagement on this live stream today. And whoever wins, as long as you're a size 10, okay? If you're a size 10, you can actually go over to the website and you can tag us in on here and tell me you're a size 10. We'll get some size 10 over to you. Justin, morning, mate. Hope you're well. Justin, good to see you, mate, on here. I hope we can meet soon, Just. It'd be good to have a coffee with you, bud, because I owe you several coffees. Don't forget to hit the like button on this live stream. It's good for the analytics. Normally there are 10 people joining us now. We've got 5 likes. Let's have a few more likes. So what I was saying this morning, we've had... it doesn't matter what we had a log burner installed a couple of years ago, and there was a couple of problems with it, and it took a long period of time for them to get the manufacturers to come out as well, because it got that problematic, I would say. So they came out, they eventually seen it, they seen the problems, and Henry Flint's joined us. Good morning, Henry Flint. Top Notch has joined us as well. Let me just end that now. Just there we are. We got a call coming in then. It wasn't the call what we were looking for. And as a result of the problems that was created, they installed new products. But as time went on, because it took such a long time, does your warranty start from the original date, or when the secondary and the third products that they were installing from? And I believe it's when they put the other products in. So that'd be interesting. I want to know what your take on there. So basically they changed the flue because it was peeling, and they changed it again because it was holding water. It was an absolute nightmare. And this is basically 3 years on, I think it is, 2 years on, something like that. And what we're saying is, You know, I know what the situation. The warranty still, when your products are new, that's when your warranty starts from that date, not from the original product, because the original product was simply faulty. We've talked about all sorts of things on this group before, but when we talk about warranties and guarantees, I want to hear off you what you have to say about that and what you feel is a good warranty or whether it isn't. Welcome to call on my jobs anytime, mate. We just so busy, John, aren't we? Yeah, we all are. We all are. I will come and see you because you've called and seen me a few times and you've been so helpful. So I will call and see you. I want to be a bit more upbeat today. I went to bed quite late last night. I know you guys do. It was a Friday. I never work a Saturday now because I want to come down. I don't see this as work, sharing with you what we're doing on a regular basis. And look, we're doing a few different videos at the moment because I want to steer away from those conventional videos of the time lapse and all that other stuff, and add a little bit more flavour to it. So this week I uploaded a video about what I call the magic mix. The magic mix, and it is magic. It's what they called it years ago. I didn't invent it. It's what the lads used to call it years and years ago. It's basically a semi-dry, and we need to reduce the water content. You've got to think about when you're working in those summer conditions as well. 14 live viewers. Listen, let's get a few more likes on here, please. Come on. Justin says, let me see if I can get him up on there. It's coming up on here a bit quicker. He says, Henry, thanks for the recent 2 packs of sweets. Brad loved them and invoiced me, mate, so I can pay. There we are. This is how it works. We bring people together on this group and help to support. Just wonder where John Ward had commented this week on a video that I'd done. I did try to phone him, but it'd be good to sort of speak to John Ward and see how he is and see how he's doing. John Ward is a regular contributor to these live streams, and he's a valid member in our community that we are building. And even if it doesn't build, that's what we need is the ones that join us and make the effort to join on a Saturday morning. Henry Flint on here at the moment. Henry runs a company called Elite Stone Tools. So if you're looking for any blades, you know, there he is. He's on there now. If you're looking for any blades for cutting your porcelain, sandstone, whatever, we got a caller coming in. Let's get it now. Hello.
Morning.
Oh, there we are. It's a bit loud. It's a bit loud. Hey, I'll just let you know, they know who it is. We got Patrick Dwyer joining us all the way from Sheffield. Good morning, Patrick. How are you?
I'm well, John. Are you?
Yeah, it's good to have you actually on here. You've got, at the moment, you've got about, it says on here, you've got about 17 live viewers joined us at the moment, so people want to hear what you have to say. Patrick, can you just do a quick reminder of who you are and where you're from?
Morning, viewers. Thanks for joining us on our live podcast. My name is Patrick Dwyer from Chameleon Landscaping in Sheffield, South Yorkshire. And I've been in the landscaping industry around 20 years now. Fantastic.
Pat, I loved how you said our podcast. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah.
So I've been looking at quite a few things this week, Johnny. I don't know if you're interested in hearing what I've been looking at.
Fire away. I want to hear all about it, and our viewers want to hear all about it. I just want to remind, we've got 19 live viewers now, Patrick. We've got Patrick Dwyer joining us from Sheffield, Healing Landscapes. His work is excellent, it's second to none. And as Patrick said, he's really pleased that you've joined us on our podcast this morning. Patrick, fire away. Tell us all about your week and what you know and what you don't know.
All right, okay. Well, my right man, I've got a guy called Richard Banks. He's my sort of site manager and looks after things while I'm not on site and everything. We took on some more staff this week. We're struggling, as everybody is at the moment, trying to get staff. But we've had some really exciting things happen this week. We've just finalised a massive design for a really good client of ours, which is going to be probably our biggest garden ever.
The biggest ever?
Yeah. So, we're looking probably around a 200k budget or something like that. So
no way. Can you say that? Say it again.
Very,
Two.
yeah, it's nearly £250,000 project on a garden, so we feel very flattered to have got this opportunity. So, but it's going to be a very, very special garden. We're presenting, I don't want to jinx anything, but we're presenting clients with the video and the final illustrations and the drafts and everything on Thursday. So if everybody can keep the fingers crossed.
Yeah, look, Patrick's just telling you about a job that he's actually quoting for at the moment. It's heading for a $250,000 in a garden. Hey, Patrick, we all want to wish you all the luck with that. But how does anyone spend $250,000 in the garden? How do we get to that point, Pat?
I think obviously people have got different incomes, and obviously some people, if they move into the forever homes, they want that garden to reflect the forever home. And if there was, if people got that sort of money to invest it, they're going to invest it. But obviously, it all comes down to getting opportunities like this. There's a lot of work before that. So obviously reputation and everything, and I'm glad to say our reputation precedes us. So obviously we wouldn't have been given this opportunity if we hadn't have been working as hard as what we have been doing over the last 10 years to build that reputation up, and it doesn't come overnight. But yeah, really exciting times for the guys. Yeah, really excited. We're also looking at taking on, I've got a female member of staff on who's going to be a landscaper.
Really?
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good news, isn't it? We've got a fair representation now and start evening up and trying to get some balance in your workforce, yeah?
Honestly, I spoke to her last week. She's done a 2-year brick course. She doesn't want to work on a building site. She's pretty sassy. She's got quite a bit about her, and I think it's great. I've been wanting to get a mixed members of staff into our teams and show our diversity. More and more females are going into our industry, which I think is absolutely fantastic, and I think there needs to be, because it's a hard industry to be in, and for a woman to be in our industry, it shows that the fight for and so I've got nothing but respect for her, and I'm very, very looking forward to getting her on site next week and having a good chat with her. And I think it'll bring a new dynamic.
Yeah, absolutely, Pat. And listen, let's face it. There are. You see it on social media. There are plenty of ladies that can actually do the job just as good as men, isn't there?
Yeah, that's it. And the thing is, if a woman is going to our industry, automatically know they've got that determination. Last week she's got a bit of banter about her, and I think, yeah, I'd better get ready.
Really, she's got a bit of banter. She can come out with it.
Yeah. That's the first thing she said to me. She said, "I like a bit of banter on site, and I'm willing to get stuck in." So fair play. I'm really looking forward for her coming on site next week, meeting her, and we'll see how she gets on. But I'm sure she's going to smash it. So,
well, let's give a big shout out for her, Patrick. What's her name? And again, tell us a little bit more about her. Her name is.
Well, I don't want to tell her name online, because obviously she might not appreciate it. But
let's call her Soldier A, should we? Soldier A.
Yeah, I spoke to her this week, and if she does come on board, we can get on. So even get the podcast. Yeah,
it'd be good to do that, Patrick. Absolutely, and obviously, is she aware of this big project that you're going to be doing as well?
Yeah. All the guys are. They're very excited about the project. We've got water going in there. loads and loads of lighting, Italian porcelain paving. We've got rollers. We've got an outdoor TV. We've got outdoor kitchen going in. We've got a grizzly oven. This grizzly oven, we went a couple of weeks, about a month in Richard, to a local company, and they manufacture like, you know, the rump in the oven and leave. I'm trying to think the word. Oh, is it a steamer? No. It's a big oven anyway, and you put a big giant job, you leave it for a smoker. That's the word I want.
Oh, the smokers, yeah, absolutely. The smokers, yeah. You just stick. Smoker, yeah. Hey, Pat, the other day, mate, I couldn't even remember the word jasmine for one reason or another. It was just, we're getting older, aren't we? That's what it is.
53, mate, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Fantastic company, amazing smokers. This company, they supply smokers to 5-star Michelin restaurants. They manufacture all the kitchen, outdoor kitchen units, all the worktop. You can have whatever decoration and everything you want. Yeah, looking good.
Pat, we got a comment coming in there from Justin from Brickwright. He's a local landscaper down by me. He says in 1989, my boss sacked a bricklayer because he had a female labourer. Absolutely disgusting. I'm so glad the women are are welcomed to the site, and they have a lot to offer. Good on you, Patrick. Well done, he said. So he said, yeah. So basically, his boss sacked a bricklayer because he had a female labourer. You know, that's not good, is it?
Not good, mate. No. But obviously, you know, we need to get out of this mentality that, you know, we're a very progressive company, as you know. So we're just, you know, we're going above, you know, and just trying to make our nation.
Yeah. Just to reiterate what Pat's saying, because we're getting a bit of interference there. And Patrick sounds a little bit like Norman Collier at the moment. And for you snowflakes, if I can say that Norman Collier used to do an act years ago, and he's to be on his microphone, you couldn't hear everything he says. But it's no problem what Patrick's saying. He's taking on a young lady that, she's a bricklayer. And is she going to get involved in the paving as well, Patrick?
She'll get involved in everything, John. So all our staff, we're trying to train them whenever possible on staff. You know, it's not possible all the time, but whenever we get them, it's got two good guys, Jonathan and Richard, and we try to do on-site training as much as possible. And obviously, we have some of the training sessions, the Bivers group, which is up. Yeah, it's good.
Pat, let me ask you a question. I know that you're a gentleman, right? And you know we gotta differentiate between sort of like how can I say, when you see somebody lifting something and you want to help them, don't you? You know, you know, and sometimes people don't want the help, and I think, you know. If I will say to the boys when they work with me, look, if you're going to pick a slab up, if there's two of us, and it's one of those big 1.2s by 600, we know we can pick them up, but for goodness sake, let somebody help you, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, our ethos is it's all about team. You know,
teamwork, isn't it? Teamwork.
Yeah, there's no iron. You know, I'm looking when I can. Although I don't put up with things we've got. All our staff have got to be fair to each other. Anybody starts speaking bad vibe.
Well, we seem to have lost Patrick there. He's disappeared. Maybe he'll phone back in a minute. We had a bad signal then. I don't think he was in a very good place. But Patrick says that he's taking on a young lady. She's a bricklayer, and he wants to give her a chance. And there's no reason why not, that she can't actually do the job. Here he is now. He's back again. Let's see if we can get him on here. There we are. And if by magic you're back.
Sorry about that. I lost you.
No, it's nice and clear now. Wherever you stood, Patrick, it sounds good. No, that's absolutely fine. So just tell us what you was telling us, Pat.
Basically, for me with the team, it's about creating a good vibe and a good working environment. And you've got to create a safe working environment for all the staff. It doesn't matter what skill sets they've got or how good they are in the ranking of your teams. Everybody gets treated the same. I'm a big believer in, you treat each other with respect. We've had staff when they've come in and they've been in for a trial and then they get settled down after a couple of weeks and then the true colours start coming out. And I just think to myself, no, you're not going to sit right. The job's hard enough without having to babysit people and everything else. But my big thing about making sure we get the right people in.
Yeah, Pat, let me ask you a question, right? So you interview people on a regular basis that come looking for work, and it's great that she's done this. Whoever does it, and they take the incentive to make the effort to contact somebody, and even if you've advertised, or if you haven't advertised, but at the end of the day, you've got to you're still taking a chance on someone, aren't you?
Oh yeah, you're taking a chance in everything we do, aren't we?
Yeah. So,
like I said to people, I set a lad on this week. I said, your foot's in the door. I said, it's up to you what you do with it. You can either grow with the business, have a really good career. I said, I'll never stop your earning potential. But I've got a very, very high level of expectations. And that's it.
Yeah, Pat, to be fair, if somebody come working for you for 4 or 5 years and they really committed themselves to you and they were doing well, how would you feel if they decided then after 4 or 5 years that they wanted to go over and start and go out and leave and do their own thing?
Obviously, I've been very happy for them at the end of the day. I think, you've just got to work with the people in the present. It's no good looking towards the future and looking in the past. You've got to be present day to day and doing your utmost to make sure that you're creating an environment for your staff and looking after your staff. And hopefully, with how you treat your staff, you'll get the loyalty. If someone was to set up on their own, I'd support them in that. At the end of the day, it's not going to help me as a business, but at the end of the day, you've got to respect people's decisions, and it's their life at the end of the day, and you can just, do your best and by people. I've had people who've done it in the past, and they've gone off and done their own thing. I've built other lads on at spots and they come back to me, and I said, if I had to step them back on, but you just got to keep moving forward.
Yeah, you're running a business, you're building your business, you're building an environment which is safe, which is inspirational for all these other people, and you're taking a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, aren't you, by creating this place, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's not easy. It's not easy at all. You sometimes. You've got to take the rough with the smooth, and you've got to realise that, there's responsibility and there's accountability. The guys are responsible for their actions at work and doing their bit for work, making sure we're as successful as we are. But at the end of the day, I'm accountable for everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you sleep at night time, Pat, quite easy? Do you sleep well?
Yes, I sleep very well. Yeah, and the thing is for me, John, I've managed to get some really good guys around me. Don't get me wrong, in the past, years ago, I have had, but the thing is what you've got to do, especially in this business, is as you're growing, you've got to learn and don't make mistakes. And if something's not working, you're going round and round in circles. You've got to change that pattern.
Yeah.
And you've really got to look at yourself in that as well. It's not just a case of I'm not into this blame culture. and I don't put up that from the staff either. If you have got a problem or if there's any issues, work it out and sort of plan out to alleviate. We're always brainstorming of how we can do things better, and you've always got to do things better. Every little detail, it'll become second nature, and things will generally get better and better over time. And that's what you've got to keep doing each time, just to get details right and just get everything better overall. And that's every facet of the business. It's not just laying the paving, it's the paperwork side, getting back to customers, your customer service, your customer care, how the lads are looking on site, getting all the equipment and everything tested and stuff like that. It's lots and lots of little things.
Yeah, Pat, look, listen, let me just interject there at the moment, so just remind our viewers, I will, of who we've got. We've got Patrick Dwyer from Chameleon Landscapes. Chameleon Landscapes in Sheffield, and it's great having Pat on here, but Pat's been explaining to us about he's taken on staff, taking on a young lady, and he's also talking about accountability with his business. And one of the questions I put to Patrick, if people are joining now, was that does he sleep at night? Because he's just quoting for a project nearly $250,000. Patrick, when you do that presentation to your client very, very soon, how are you going to feel? How are you going to do it? Talk us through what's going to happen on the day when you do this presentation.
Well, we've already had a consultation with the clients, and then we've obviously gone through all the and everything else. We're going to obviously have a big iPad with a video walkthrough. We'll have all the site plans. We'll have all the illustrations, so all the red views from different angles. And we'll go off and we'll keep it very, very relaxed. It's not like a formal. It's very informal, and then do the project with them, and then hopefully.
Hey Pat,
we've already had a first stage meeting with them, and they loved the initial design.
Yeah.
So obviously from our point, we've gone to the final illustrations and the final renders where they get a full video walkthrough.
Yeah, absolutely. But Pat, let's just face it. Let's just go back a little stage here now. We talk about value, monetary value of these gardens, right? But what we can't measure, really, only you will know, is the love, the investment of the love and passion that you put into your gardens. You can never put a value on that, really, can you?
Well, no, you've got to be passionate. If anybody is an industry, I've said this before, and I think it's wrong. I'm in this trade. Obviously, I'm in a living and do wants to live in. But you've got to be in the. You love what you do. You're passionate about creating for customers and being the best. I think it's a very, very complex industry. But I'm a very competitive person anyway.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Look, Pat, it's great having you on this morning. We're just probably losing the signal a little bit now. Again, I don't know. Are you down on the coast, or are you back in Sheffield this morning? Where is your position?
No, I'm in Sheffield. I'm in Sheffield. This weekend. So yeah, but can I just quickly go through a quick list, John, of 2020 what I've seen.
Yeah. Fire ahead. If we can hear you, I'll just interject and ask you to repeat what you said. Please, yeah, go ahead.
On trend, this is what's quite all over Viral. They're talking about numbers in gardens. So very lots of tasteful pastels and everything else in the pictures and everything else. Drought tolerant planting. Patchwork terrace done. So that's interesting.
Right, okay.
Natural materials, low impact design, reducing plastic, more flowers,
Yes.
gardens for cleaning, and obviously the office spaces. So yeah, it's pretty much the same, but with a more eco-friendly landscape. But I do a lot more outdoor entertaining coming through.
Patrick, do you think maybe that just to give our community that's following this, do you think it's possible that you can actually maybe send me some images of some of the work that you've done, and I can credit you to obviously for that, so I can share them on my YouTube channel so people can see what Chameleon Landscapes are doing, because we're hearing about you every week, but people are looking at your website. Chameleon, go to the website www.chameleonlandscapes.co.uk.
Yeah, -landscape.co.uk. But to be honest with you, the website is getting in about a month's time because the pictures have not been updated on that for about 3 years.
All right. Okay. Well, that's something you need to get on, like, and get that sorted. So it's so important, isn't it?
Oh yeah, there's some great projects on the website, but it's like everything else. Before you know it, you've done another 30 projects. But I'll send you some pictures.
Yeah. Please, if you could, like, and maybe when I do one of my little videos, I'll have a little part in there where we can do a bit of a dedication to you guys up there at Chameleon Landscapes, and say hello to Richard and the boys for me, and wish that young lady all the best from all of us, anyone across the country. If you want to give a big thumbs up now, you can, and wish that young lady all the best for working with Chameleon Landscape. Patrick, I'd love to continue this conversation. It's always good to have you on here, but the signal's going a little bit at the moment. We're going to have to get a clear line to. Let me just quickly, before you go, Patrick, we've had a little bit of a problem myself this week with BT. They've got fibre down into the estate where we are, but only for number 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, but nothing to 1 to 5, which is a bit annoying that they've started at that point. So, but we are getting something done about it. So it'll be a little bit more clearer in the future when we do these live streams, hopefully. So, Patrick, very quickly, what's on the agenda this week?
We're starting a new project Monday. We're finishing off our front project, which is a big garden room, which will be up on social media.
Yeah.
And then we've got a big presentation on Wednesday evening.
Oh, it's fantastic. And Patrick, the job that you're going to be doing this week, what's it? Is it paving, decking? What are we doing?
It's a in patio, and then in March we start 2 big projects, which are going to be 7 weeks.
Are you excited with the year ahead, Pat?
Very excited, really excited. And it's with that I soon knew one for the weeks.
Okay. Look, Patrick,
very excited. And the viewers, I just want to wish you all. I hope you all have a great weekend. Get out in the garden, and enjoy yourself.
Remember, Pat, that what we're doing here on this channel is not necessarily about showboating. It's trying to help people and inspire people and lead them in the right direction to improve their business and their ethos about their whole approach, isn't it?
Definitely. Obviously, we have viewers what are on the group, Johnyboy Landscape Survivors group. We've got a full wealth of knowledge up and down the country. You are in the group, that group. I've had a member from the group message me this morning, but he wants costings. So we'll go through that with him this morning. But we are a community, and it's very important that you all stick together with each other.
Yeah, look, listen, Pat, it's great having you on. I'm losing you a little bit now, brother. Thanks very much. I'll give you a little bit ring later. Have a great day. Thanks for joining, and speak to you soon.
Cheers, buddy. I'll speak to you.
All the best. Bye-bye. Unfortunately, the signal was a little bit poor. It's always good to have Patrick Dwyer join us from Chameleon Landscapes and give us his insight to what's going on with him as a landscape company. Lots and lots going on now. The year is starting to unfold. On a bit of a downer, I suppose, in some way. The interest rates have risen again a little bit. I'm not quite sure what it was, but I'll have a look. Let me have a look. See if I can find it now. The Bank of England let's have a look. Just to see if we can get some clarity. And we've just checked that. And because I want to just touch upon that at the moment and just check. The interest rates, I don't think it was gone up. Top stories, whether interest rates would go up. I can't seem to find that at the moment. Maybe Alison can give me some information. But interest rates have gone up, and I've been talking to a couple of financial experts this week, and they feel that there's going to be a little bit of a recession. Should I say it, or should I talk it down? Should I sound like Sky News because they're absolutely miserable? But we got to be aware that there's always a possibility because of the excessive amounts of borrowing, and it's just a process they go through. And I'll tell you now, it's the attention to detail, the belts and braces that will help you get through these periods if it happens, whether it does or whether it don't. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but these things do tend to come round. It's like a cycle. Infinity Landscapes there says, let me have a look now and see if I can find Saturday Morning Live Infinity Landscapes saying, I have my first drawing design project this year. Absolutely fantastic. Infinity Landscaping and Groundworks. He has his first drawing and design project this year. We would like to see that. Can you share that to us by some means, whether you can WhatsApp us or anything? If any of you want to call in this morning, it's not just about Patrick. Patrick is with the podcast, but he also wants to hear your story. So if you want to phone in this morning and tell us your story, the number is 07795 595 994. That's 07795. No, it's not. It's 07795 664 664 002. Let me just see if I can get that up on there now so you can actually see it. So it's 07795 664 002. So there it is. There's the number. If you want to call in this morning, the number's up on screen in the comments, so you can call in and you can have it your say. It's good to speak to Lee Handy. Lee, here we have this morning. We've got a nice little mug coming out to you. I just need your address. A nice little mug, and we've got the water bottle in here as well, Lee. That's for you. It would have been nice to sort of give these DeWalt's away to somebody, but it's all about interaction. I want to hear off you. If I invest in you, you've got to invest in me, and then we can give something back. It's good to have all you guys on this morning. It would be nice if some of you could just get on here now and just come up with a couple more comments of where you're from. I want to know where you're from and what you're planning this week. Get some comments up there. It doesn't take 2 seconds to do. Infinity Landscapes says, let me see if I can get out there now. I'll send it you now, buddy. May need some advice on sunken area and using IRO decking. Yeah, absolutely. Sunken gardens can be a problem. You got to think about the drainage when the water's going in there. You got to think about getting the drainage away. That's creating those plug holes. It's probably the most important thing about sunken gardens. If you've got a sunken garden and it's a paved area, you've got to get the water away. So you've got to have some sort of physical sort of drainage on it. Phil Shaw has joined us this morning. Good morning, Phil. How's it going? Phil says he's from South Manchester, normal garden maintenance and golf course work for me. Well, do you know, Phil, the thing is that I was told this by Mark Gregory many, many years ago. As a landscape business, what do we have? We have a landscape business that is good, but if we finish, there's nothing there. But you can always sell a maintenance business. So from a business side, Phil Shaw, a maintenance business is good. Try and keep as many records as you can because you can always sell it. It has a financial value. Lee Andy says, cheers, love you, man, no problem at all. We'll have your address for you sometime, Lee. We'll get that out to you. I will have a look for the landscape survival stickers that's in there somewhere, unless you've already got one, I'm not sure. Deception End. Morning, boss. I'm not the boss. Alison's the boss, Mrs. McGee, and she hasn't brought me a cup of tea at the moment. Morning, boss. Oxfordshire in the Cotswolds, finishing a big porcelain patio. Got to wait until the end of the month to grout. I'd love to see that, and I really, really appreciate when people respond to a request I had then. So it'd be good to see a picture of what you're doing, where you are and what you're at. It's not about me, it's not about Patrick, and it's not about this YouTube channel. It's about you guys building a community. Infinity Landscape says, just WhatsApp the drawing over, pal. That would be good to see. Thanks very much for that, Bud. Be good to see that. I'm so pleased that this channel helps people in the respect of what's going on, and bringing people together and learning off everyone. 12 live viewers, 14 likes, absolutely fantastic. People will come and go on this channel. Paul Goodjohn has just joined us now. Morning, Phil. I know you from Saltex meeting. Curtis Jones of UK Lawn Care. West Midlands and fencing all month this February. Siberian Larch last week of February. Can't wait. We want to know a little bit more, Infinity Landscapes, about the Siberian Larch and whether you would use any of that Welsh Larch. John Ruddleton says, good morning, Alison, the boss. Yes, she is the boss. Without a shadow of doubt, she is the boss. Somebody said to me a few weeks ago, they said, who's the boss in your house, John? Oh, we got the printer going in the background there. Who's the boss in your house? Somebody asked me, and I said, it certainly isn't me. I know who the boss is, and I know my place. We've done a poll this morning on here, and what we've got, I asked the question, does this channel help you? And at the moment, we've got a 92%. I don't know if anybody voted no. I'm not sure how I actually view that later on. Go to the channel, end poll. We're not going to end the poll because we want it to keep running for the end of this live stream. We're on 46 minutes. If you want to call in this morning, the number is 07795664002. Good to have John Ruddleson on here. John Ruddleson, good morning, John. Andy says, don't lie, Rocco is the boss. No, he's not the boss. Phil Shaw says, I am the boss. Just don't tell the wife. Let her believe she is. There we are. At what point do you make your position with her on that, Phil? Yeah, don't let her know. Like it, love it. Hey guys, how are you doing with your business at the moment? Are things rolling on nicely? Are there things that you need to improve? There's always room for improvement in everything that we do. Infinity Landscape says unity is the key. Yeah, it is without a doubt. Alison says, she's talking to Andy Lee from Andy Groundworks there in Liverpool. If anybody is watching this live stream this morning, watch the replays later. If you're looking for a landscaper or contractor up in Liverpool, you need to speak to Lee Handy. And Lee, I'd love to see your number on it. If you can get your number on here now, Lee, this is the time that you actually start plugging yourself, guys. You need to say who you are, where you're from, because people watch this channel, and the people that watch this channel, the consumers, can see this is a channel where people care about what they're doing because they're taking part. Infinity Landscapes there in Birmingham. Look, we want to know all about it. It's such a shame sometimes when some of the people I speak to in the week don't actually join these live streams. They probably had enough of me in the week anyway. But look, we've been running this draw this week. We've been sending product out. I'd probably forget things because I got a bad memory. If it wasn't for Alison, I wouldn't get half the products out that I should do. We got to just a quick reminder and thank ITS for supporting this live feed this morning. I share some of their stuff on social media because they do want to give back. They do want to give back, and it's good to see. Deception, it says, quieter this side of Christmas as opposed to before. Still ticking along though. Will be my first year solo in March and not had a day off yet. Well, you need a day off. You need a day off. Don't say that. I don't want to hear that. That is really, if you have that day off, you'll really be chomping at the bit to get back and you'll do things even better. Have the day off, bud. I don't even know your name, but have your day off. You just need to, because it's just not a good thing. So I feel for you when it's like that, because I know exactly what it's like. Other than the weekends, obviously. There we are. There you have it. As long as you're having your Sunday roast and you're having a break, you need a break from everything that you do. I'm going to need a break this morning. Saturdays is like that for me. I remember many years ago, you always had to work a Saturday. It was a must, even if it was to 1 o'clock. You had to work a Saturday, and that's the way we always done it. And it sort of gets in your DNA, but I'm actually enjoying having the Saturday off now. I don't know what you think, but I want to know of you guys. I want to know, it's important to know. Dom, cheers, bud. You need to remind me of that now and again. She knows I am too, says Phil Shaw. I bet. Look, listen, what we were talking this morning about, Alison and I, we've got the Landscape and Survival group on Facebook. A lot of you have joined it, and it's a good group. It's grown to the rate where I think it's capped now, and that's where these Facebook groups have gone. The only way they grow sometimes is when they're open groups and they invite every Tom, Dick and Harry in there. But we don't on Landscape Survival. What we do on the group, we actually vet people. We want landscapers on there, and they've got to oblige by the rules. We've got to have rules. If you don't have rules, we don't know where we are, and things go to awry, and it's not good at all. I was saying that we've got the studio in there, and I was hoping to get the live stream in there, but I don't want to confuse the two between the branding from, if you look at it, from Greentop, as you see it behind it there, I turned the screen around a little bit, you can see it, from Greentop to Landscape Survival. What we can do, we can change the sign over in the undisclosed location when we get in there, and doing those live feeds, and we're going to do some demonstrations. And I don't know if you've seen this week, we're going down a different road now, where I did a video from the undisclosed location in the week with Ryan, and we talked about the magic mix, but we talked about a number of other things, but the general topic was about the magic mix, what I feel works and how it works. And we can discuss this on a regular basis. We've got a whiteboard in there, and I would like you guys to join us as well at some time in the undisclosed location and have a chat about how we pave, how we plant, how we build, everything, and how we help our mental health. It's so important. We got to remind the people that watch these videos that we're here to support. So don't feel that you're alone every time. And a lot of people say, yeah, that old chestnut, but it's not. It's the fact. It is the case that these live streams do help people, because people message me after. If any of you at this very moment that are watching this live stream are feeling a bit anxious about anything, you just need to drop me an email or drop me on WhatsApp, drop me a message. Send me some pictures of the work that you're doing. I'd love to see it. It's good. And I do sit down there. I do look at it. I don't always get back to everyone, but I do eventually. It's so difficult to try and keep on top of it. But if you're feeling a bit anxious about anything at the moment, just drop me an email. And the email is info@greentoplandscapes.co.uk. There it is behind us. info@greentoplandscapes.co.uk. Don't feel anxious. Don't feel alone. If you are feeling anxious, that's absolutely fine. Feeling anxious is not necessarily a bad thing. It's a good thing. What it tells me is that you're in touch with your senses, and if you wasn't feeling anxious about anything, then something would be drastically wrong, without a shadow of doubt. It's your senses. It's a protective mechanism that gets put in place to protect you. So if you are feeling anxious, it's good. Just try and turn it round on its head. It's a good thing. Feeling anxious shows that you care and you worry about things. And there's good worry and there's bad worry, and it's absolutely fine. But if you want to share what you're thinking about, if you have any worries about what's going on in your life, just drop me an email, info@greentoplandscapes.co.uk, info@greentoplandscapes.co.uk, or you can drop me a message on WhatsApp. It's no problem at all. Reese Morgan says, awesome chat, Johnny, getting me through another day of COVID isolation, always an education. Reese, how you doing? You got COVID at the moment. I'm always here to chat. If you want to give me a ring anytime, listen guys, I'm always available. Alison sometimes she tells me I need to put the phone down and just have a break, but I do have a break, believe you me. But I want to hear from you. I want to know about you. I want to know what you're doing. So if you want to speak to me, it's no problem at all. Infinity Landscape says, aloof, does he say aloof? Oh, from Infinity. Olive. Okay, is that right as a spell? From Infinity Landscapes Groundworks from Birmingham, started by pushing up a wheelbarrow from job to job 2 years ago, and finding out I was a dad to a 3-year-old girl, and that changed my life. Absolutely amazing. Owen, that's brilliant. Pushing the wheelbarrow from job to job, so that's good seeing that. I know a band, and I learned a lesson. I know you did, Bud. I know you did. But we'll be working on that. We'll be working on it. Good to have Owen from Infinity Landscapes on here. And don't forget, guys, don't feel alone. If you want to give me a ring anytime, my number is 07795 595 994. So you can give me a ring. Your vids have 100% help with tricks and porcelain, etc. Too many people nowadays Still don't know what slurry is. Yeah, crazy. And that's the thing. I think the thing is you keep these videos going, and certainly on the YouTube channel, it is about techniques. People do want to know, and it may not necessarily people see what I'm doing. They may see other people's channels, and some of those channels are absolutely exceptional, and it's good that they're actually sharing what they're doing. What I do isn't about showboating. It's raw. It's what it is. It's when you see it. Sometimes I like to put those videos together, and I like to go back and see jobs that we finish when the plants start growing. Our next project is going to, I'm really looking forward to it because it's working for Anthony, and we've gone down and seen himself and his good wife this week. Oh, you're watching this morning, Anthony. I'm going to be giving you a call later. And Anthony is really into his plants. And that's the magic for me now. It was always about the trowel, the brickwork, and the hard landscape, and the diggers, etc. But certainly it's about the plants for me. It has been for many years now. It brings the garden alive. The hard landscapes is what is the glue that keeps the garden together. And so you guys out there that are going into this landscaping industry, trying to adopt the approach to planting straight away. Yeah, I'm going to read what Owen says there. Yeah, so that's what I was saying. So try and get involved in the plants, trying to get involved in the multi-disciplines that you need to do when you're landscaping. If you want to stick to the hard landscapes, that's absolutely fine. But believe you me, it's a great satisfaction when you start doing the planting and going back and having a look at those jobs. They look absolutely great. Ben Crone there says, morning chaps, how is everyone getting on with the massive increase in material costs? Ben, the other day, somebody was saying to me that one of the builders merchants, their prices have coming down on the timber. I'm not quite sure about it, but if you want to tell us a little bit about the price increases, that's no problem at all. Lads, listen, and girls and boys and whoever you are, wherever you are, wherever you're going, we're fast approaching the 1 hour mark, and we've nearly reached it. Thanks for joining Saturday morning live. We've had a live stream going. A poll, and I asked the question, do the live streams help? And we're at 87%. I'm not quite sure why isn't it 100%. We're going to have a look, see if anybody else voted on there. I'm going to be able to click on that soon. Go to the channel, edit poll. No, we ain't going to do that yet. So we'll have a look at that. Let's just get that back up. So we're still running at the moment. So I've got this poll running at 87%, which is pretty high, isn't it? We got 17 likes on this live feed this morning. Was there a lot to bring you this morning? Well, there's always a lot to bring you, even if there may be something that you may learn from it and you learn from someone else on here. Andy Groundwork says, smash the like button, people. Yeah, absolutely smash the like button. Thank you for that, Lee. We got... Hey Lee, it looks like I've paid you off now for that. So listen, thanks very much for all of you joining this morning. I'm going to go and have some breakfast now, and maybe Alison's got it on there. Reese Morgan says, yeah, I have been a slow week for Kiwiscapes, but a good chance to organise, map out the rest of the year. So all positive. Gives you time, doesn't it, Reese? Gives you time. Crazy prices, other than porcelain, I've been getting it's at £30 a square metre, and it's great stuff. No, not even fragile. That's good to hear. Sandstone is just too much now. Yeah, it's incredible how things have turned on its head. I wonder if we're going to have a turn back the other way and see it going. Well, look, that's it. We're nearly there now at the moment. I'm not trying to get rid of you. What's that, buddy? I send you that drawing. Good, bud. It's good to see. I will check it. I will have a look at it, and I will respond. Get yourself an omelette, Johnyboy. Yes! What a great idea. What a great idea. Maybe I get myself an omelette. I want to go and see my grandson now. So many thanks for joining. That's it. If you can give it a big thumbs up, and then maybe even share the channel on your own social medias later on, and tell people about the journey that you've taken with this channel, Greentop Landscapes. Thank you all for joining. Don't forget to share it. Don't forget to subscribe and get your friends to subscribe on it. 87% of people say they enjoy the channel. Have a great weekend, and there we are. Have all of you. It's just, there we are, 20 likes. Brilliant. Love it. Take care, Chief. See you next time. Absolutely. If there's anything else that you want to talk about, just let me know. If any of you are actually looking for some mugs, the ITS mugs, if you want a mug, I can send it out to you. The ITS mug, I think there's limited on the water bottles, but we've got a few mugs that we can send you. Drop me an email and we'll get them out to you ASAP. info@greentoplandscapes.co.uk. You can get your mug on. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate it. But we want some feedback off you guys. Don't forget to share it. It helps the analytics. We want to get to 30,000 subscribers on there, and we want to grow this Saturday morning live. If it doesn't grow anymore, that's absolutely fine. And of course, before you go, big shout out to Cameron. Cameron, thank you very much for the Welsh cakes and the rolls this week. I love coming down and see you. Really enjoy it. And looking forward to seeing you soon, bud. Take care. Have a great weekend. See you soon. All the best.